Okay, the Math Club, Part 8. Okay, so where we left off in Part 7, they were dealing with the number bridge. So now they've walked to the number bridge. They felt it was too dangerous. So Edit said, "Ah, that bridge is too dangerous. We just can't go back." But what could they do? They would either have to go all the way back home or try again to find the golden circle. After a few moments, they heard some splashing in the water. It got louder and louder until... Boom, 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 boom. Hi! Everyone looked at each other, their mouths wide open. "Cool! A talking octopus," said Multi. "My name is Spotto. I heard you talking, so I thought I would say hi." "Sorry to be rude," said Des the Divider, "but it's strange that an octopus can talk." "Yes, I know," said Spotto, "but I think I can help you." "How?" said Edit. Okay. With that, the water turned white. "Well, if you help me learn about math, I will give you 2 shapes that Cyrus' circle doesn't have." "Gee," said Des. "How do you know about Cyrus?" "Because I'm an octopus, and I'm smart. So what do you say? Here." Maybe," said Edit. "First, let's see these shapes you're talking about." "Of course," said Spotto. "Look at my shapes. You can see many. They're on my tentacle. Do you see that? That's a star. See how shiny it is? And my second shape? That's a diamond. It's beautiful, isn't it?" "Okay," said Multi. "Okay, we'll help you learn math." Spotto was overjoyed. He was so happy. Now he would finally learn about math. He was so excited that he went under the white water. "We could buy the golden circle with all these shapes," thought Des. Added, touching the diamond. "You're a cool octopus," said Multi. And then there's Kid S back there. Next page. The Math Club looked at each other. What had happened to the octopus? It had disappeared at that time, but then they heard splashing, and it was Spotto again. Except this time, the water was half white and half blue. He had returned with many shapes now. There were many shapes on his tentacles. He so wanted to learn about math. Perhaps these math people could help him. "Now, what do I do?" said Spotto. "First," said Edit, "you have to learn to add. I'll take some squares and show you. You see, if you take 2 squares and you add 2 more squares, you get a total of 4 squares." "Wow," said Spotto. "Super. Now what about the others?" "Well," said Kid S, "now you have to learn how to subtract. And subtraction is not that difficult, my friend, take these circles. If you have 3 circles and you take away 1 circle, you will have 2 circles." "Wow, this is great," said Spotto. "I'm learning all this new math. things that I'd never learned before. Spotto was so excited. Then it came to Multi's turn. Yeah, now it's my turn, said Multi. Oh, goody, said Spotto. Please teach me about multiplication. Hey, that's easy, Spotto. Follow my red multiplication sign. All you have to do is take things like rectangles. If you have 4 rectangles and you multiply them by 3, you have a total of 12 rectangles. Spotto was so happy. His tentacles were changing. His eyes gleamed with joy. But he still had to finish his math training. He now needed to learn the last part, and that was Des the Divider, division. Everything was up to Des. Right-o, said Spotto. Right-o, Spotto, said Des. I will help you learn to divide by using triangles. If you take 4 triangles and you divide by 2, you get 2 triangles. Spotto was so happy. He had now learned to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. He was overjoyed. He then handed the diamond and the star shapes to add it. Thank you for teaching me, my friends. It is time for me to go back home. I hope to see you again if you ever come back here. You are always welcome to the water world of Spotto the Octopus. And the math club all smiled. And Kid S said, Sure thing, Spotto. We'll see you again, okay? And Spotto smiled and then went back into the water, deeper and deeper. He looked at the math club as they walked away. This is great, said Addit. I hope Cyrus will give us the golden circle once we show him these 2 shapes, the diamond shape and the star shape. I'm sure he'll give us the circle. And Multi was thinking, I hope so. And Des and Kid S also wondering. Now at this point the math club walked away from the water, and they continued to look for the farm of Cyrus Circle. And once again they saw the long rows of shapes, of circles, triangles, squares, and rectangles. They knew they were getting close. Still it was very hot and dusty outside. That's when Des the Divider decided he needed a drink. I'm getting really thirsty, said Des. Does anyone have anything to drink? They all looked at each other. They had nothing to drink. Addit then looked around and picked a flower. It was shaped like the number 4, and it had a lot of juice in it. Here, try this, said Addit. Just squeeze it. It tastes like watermelon juice. Hey, chum, said Multi. Are we getting close to that farm or what? Be patient, said Kid S. Be patient, Multi. Look over there. It's Cyrus. And there he was, Cyrus. And his farm. And the math trees. And the flowers. And Des was enjoying the watermelon juice from the 4 plant. Okay, that's the end of part 8. So we will continue next with part 9.